we just see everything we just saw?
All right, so we set a time, and then Homeboy decides he doesn't want to show up anyway. He'll be here eventually, and I am talking about AKA. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It is I, your host, Captain Boring. That is not CFB3. It is week 1. I am pumped. I don't know about Robert. We'll check in on him in just a minute, but I am ready to go. I am pumped. We have made it. We had week 0. Week 0 had some boring games, some entertaining games, but it's just so good to have college football back. Robert, it's good to be back with you for another season, officially season number 3 with us. How we doing? Are you pumped? How we feeling?
Yeah, it's always good. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
look who
let's go ahead. I didn't know if it was 5:30 today, 5:30 tomorrow, or 5:30 on Saturday, but the man of the hour is here. Come on.
God forbid I take care of my son. I'm 5 minutes late to my own podcast.
Yeah, 5 minutes late every week.
That time adds up, you know. What are you What is it? What is that?
That time adds up. It's a Diet Coke. I got a Diet Coke and Goldfish because I'm an 18-year-old kid.
First off, let's not act like that's a grown man Diet Coke.
It is a small Diet Coke. Yes, correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm compensating for something Diet Coke. It's either that or a mini bottle, like a 10-ounce bottle. That's what we have in our house.
Well, how many ounces is the can?
7.5 fluid.
So you're shorting yourself.
Dude, listen. I don't need the full hit of caffeine. I just need some of it for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, just a little bump.
Just a little bump.
Not the full line. Yeah. Just a little spoonful.
I'm wearing my finest Blake Corum jersey.
Yeah.
I am here for week 1. I am excited.
Do you have air conditioning in that room yet?
I do have air conditioning. However, it is such a nice mild day. I walked in here and went, don't need it. Just smells like mothballs, which is pretty good for us.
All right, nice. Yeah.
I'm going to eat goldfish that's my thing, is eating on the podcast.
Okay. Yeah. You're like Brad Pitt. Call you Brad Pitt.
You're thinking of, oh no, Brad Pitt, he ate in Ocean's 11. That's what you're referring to, right?
Yeah. He always eats. Him and Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. RDJ. Are we talking about Bryce Underwood? Are we talking about Texas, Ohio State? Bryce Underwood, it's not his name, guys. We're not going to get names right, okay?
That is his name.
Oh,
yeah. You did nail his name.
Yeah.
What do you think we were talking about?
Besides the fact that, are we talking about the fact that we had exactly 1 entry for the giveaway and the answer was wrong?
No, but we can. We're gonna double and give it to the next person.
We're gonna double it to the next person.
So
I'm assuming you were talking about me being 5 minutes late, is what I'm guessing.
I literally did the intro, welcomed everyone in, and asked Bob how he was doing, and is he excited for week 1?
Perfect.
And then you joined.
So I'm just kind of laying out things that we are going to talk about.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right.
I
would like to hear Bob's. I would like to hear Bob's response, though. Are you excited, though?
Yeah, of course we're excited. You
all
know,
right,
it's week 1 football. Good games this weekend. Week 0, I think they kind of need to do away with, personally. But yeah, it's all good to be ready to rock and roll for this weekend.
Don't act like that Kansas game wasn't good. That Kansas game was great. What are you talking about?
Brother. You didn't even watch the game.
Maybe 15 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah. First off,
I napped through Iowa State, Kansas State. I tried to find what UNLV was on to watch Alex Orji go exactly 3 for 3, and that's it. And then some kid from, I don't even know what school he transferred from, Mississippi State or whatever, actually take his job. And then I watched exactly 15 minutes of Kansas and whoever they played, whatever low-tier opponent they played. Nice new stadium. Shout out. The stadium looked great. Fans, all full force. And then I went to my thing and paid attention to Sam Houston and Western Kentucky for us to go 3 for 3 on the leg. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, Robert.
Yeah,
you're right. I didn't watch any football this week.
Yeah, I made it till about 7, and then the NASCAR race came on, and I was like, yep, Daytona time.
I watched the first half. At halftime, went out, mowed the lawn, did a little weed whacking, caught the fourth quarter, which was the exciting part of Kansas State, Iowa State. Robert, I'm kind of with you. They either need to go, everyone plays week 0, which I think eventually, if they go to an expanded playoff and do away with conference championship weekend, they will eventually just, week 0 will be the start. The one thing that I will say that I have been proven right about this, about week 0, is I'm done with the overseas games. It was so sloppy condition. I get it. Ireland is a beautiful place. The shots look nice, but like it was raining. You couldn't see the hash marks. You couldn't see any. It just looked like grass, which is great, but like the conditions were sloppy. They shot off fireworks pregame. All of that smoke was still in the air. Well into the second quarter, people were slipping. It was rainy. It was I'm done with overseas game. Nothing to do with Ireland. I'm just done with putting football over there.
My guy,
have it on college campuses.
You're wrong. Because
I'm not.
Because if that game was dry or inside, it would have been a game, and we wouldn't have noticed, and we would have had fun.
If that game was dry and inside, I still would be bitching because I'm tired of overseas football. I'm just tired of it. Okay? It's an American thing. Now they're talking about putting the Super Bowl over in London. Like, what are we doing?
They're not going to put the Super Bowl over in London.
I know they're not going to. We are America. College football belongs here. Okay? USA. USA.
They need...
USA. No?
They need... No, shut up.
Listen, dude, I'm not trying to get canceled today by starting...
You're not... Dude, it's where we're from. I mean, you want me to do Canada? Canada.
Good reference.
Ireland.
Listen. They need 2 games.
Let's hear it.
They don't just need 1 game. And I don't mean overseas. I mean, I need the Irish Football Classic, which I'm fine with, right? And then I need freaking Texas Ohio State at 7:30 for week 0. Like, that's what you need to do. You need to give me a noon kickoff, and then you need to give me a 7:30 game. And then or 6:30, 5:30, I don't care. Evening game. And I'm good, and you can leave week 0 at the 5 games. But the only thing that was exciting about the late game was the fact that a Japanese kicker kicked a game-winning field goal who had from a hold from an Australian punter. That was the most exciting thing about the 6 o'clock.
He taught himself how to kick on YouTube. The sloppy game in, like I said, Kansas State, Iowa State. Rocco Beck completed 50% of his passes and had 12 carries for 18 yards. And then Kansas State, I think, had 2 fumbles. They lost both of them. Iowa State had 2 fumbles, lost both of them. So it was just sloppy game. Iowa State does get the win 24-21.
Also, can we, for the love of God,
maybe
4th and 1, 4th and inches, stop going from the gun?
Well, they went under center that one time, and you still weren't happy.
Yeah, because, okay, they ran a play. Your running back is 7 yards behind you.
So where do you want the running back to line up? 3 yards behind it? What do you want? Like a fullback dive every time?
A fullback dive, a quarterback sneak. You have Avery Johnson, who just runs the hell out of the ball. And we're like, you know what we really need him to do is to get the ball, run 6 yards to the left, and then when he's going to brace for contact, he kind of shrivels up like he's like a little baby and then doesn't get the first down. Like, Michigan does it probably one of the best. Bredesen eats that. Like, play smash mouth football in those scenarios, especially when it's raining. Like, hand the ball to that big, beautiful man that is not super athletic, but you know what? He's heavy enough and he's big enough that when he gets that ball, he's going forward with the line. And you don't need the entire line to be blocking down, which they did, and just left a giant hole for that linebacker to meet your running back right in the middle.
So what you want? An inside zone from under center, essentially?
I would like an I formation fullback dive, run it down their throat. That's what I want. Or
how about a tush push?
You're running, yeah, tush push would work too. Or you're running quarterback to just get the ball in his hands and run straight. You're going to cover more yardage going north and south than east and west.
So you want like a quarterback power there? Honestly, they should have done. We're talking about a play in the Kansas State drove all the way down. I believe it was 14.
They had like 2 or 3 of them.
It was 14-7. Yeah, there were a lot of red zone miscues, but like it was 4th and 2, and they did run Robert, to your point, what appeared to be some sort of block down duo where like a half stretch sort of thing, and Iowa State blew it up. But I thought that they kind of left the middle wide open where Avery Johnson could have just fallen forward for a yard. I do think college football underutilizes the quarterback sneak a lot.
I think it's because their black caps suck. So they don't want to get their guys injured. I agree with you. That's probably why, but, you know.
But besides Patrick Mahomes, I've never seen a quarterback get injured on a quarterback sneak.
You're literally preaching to the choir here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
also,
trying to keep the conversation going.
You're trying to install so much offense in so little time that to focus on specialized plays is probably not going to happen.
I knew we were in trouble with the broadcast when they kept saying this game has college football playoff implications.
I mean,
I'm like,
in theory,
guys,
it does.
It's week 0.
That is the issue.
Calm down.
It was the biggest.
For being honest, Texas Ohio State has playoff implications.
I mean, yeah, but like, do we?
I mean, so does Delaware State. You know?
No. Do we really think that Iowa State or Kansas State's going to be there at the end?
They could.
One of them,
if they're the Big 10, if they're the Big 12 champ.
Yeah, one of them could be.
I fail to see.
Hey guys, Taylor Swift's engaged.
Oh yeah, Carrie said we had to cover that. That Taylor Swift got engaged.
Congratulations to the pride of West Reading and Travis Kelce, and may your marriage last for eternity. And now back to the news. How do we feel about Thursday playing football?
I feel great about it. I love it.
Like the games,
or just in general,
or just in general.
Or
I was just
transitioning,
unenthusiastically transitioning because that's how much I care about a random celebrity's
Did we talk about Notre Dame changing their logo? Did we do that already?
No, that happened like
for a half second last
Sunday or Monday.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it?
What do we think about
care?
it? No, I don't know. I just wrote college. I'm just keeping track of college football news so that we can touch on it.
I appreciate it. My things won't open, so I should actually just open this on my phone at this point.
I don't know. Probably the people who are like diehard Notre Dame fans probably aren't going to like it because it's like that old tradition thing. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really care. It's not like it's not. It doesn't look bad.
Notre Dame new logo. Trying to pull it up. We are going. Okay, here we go. Oh, why is it taking? Okay, here we go. I'll share my screen with everyone. Comment down below. Do you like the new Notre Dame logo or the old Notre Dame logo if you're watching on YouTube? If you're listening to us, look it up and then comment down below. So obviously you got the old there and then you got the new. I thought that the old logo always looked like he was a 1920s boxer, and now it looks like he's a football player.
So is the nickname for Notre Dame, is it on paper as the Irish or the Fighting Irish?
I think it's the Fighting Irish.
Okay, so then the old one makes more sense because he's fighting. compared to the new one where it looks like he's going to score a touchdown, which we know that doesn't happen very often in big games for Notre Dame.
Oh, come on. Yeah, Bob. Let's go. Let's go. Yes,
turn your microphone down.
absolutely.
You're blasting everyone again.
Okay, well, it was too low earlier, so I don't know what you want from me, bud.
Somewhere in between where it was and where it isn't, and you put a little marker on where it is for the podcast.
It's worn off by now.
It's worn off.
Notre Dame going down to Miami week 1, getting beat. Let's just jump right in there.
This is your guys' zone. You guys know better than I do.
I mean, I don't want to say it's not impossible, but it's definitely possible because you're going to have a true freshman starting at quarterback. I mean, Miami has Carson Beck starting, so do you want a true freshman or someone who looks like they're like a coke fiend? But
Notre Dame are 2.5 points favorites, and the over/under is 49.5.
I mean, it's a pretty good. I like that. 2.5's not bad.
Also, you go with coke fiend. I think he more looks like heroin addict.
Well, I don't know. It looks like he also kind of looks like he messes around a lot.
Yeah,
he messes around a lot. All right, Simeon, guide us to something else.
Deshaun Jackson's first game is this weekend, and it's a rivalry game as a head coach. Sorry, I should specify. We can go see that game. I bet it's cheap. There's no thing late. It's in Newark, Delaware. It's where the Delaware Blue Hens, now FBS school, take on Delaware State Red Hornets. That's just a fun fact that I wanted to share.
They're like 28.5 point underdogs, I think.
The Delaware State Hornets? Yeah, their stadium seats 7,000.
Oh, nice. I bet that's a cheap ticket.
Yeah. That's the Red Hornet Stadium that seats 7,000. If they score more than like 13 points, I will be surprised. I just found it really interesting. I forgot because you have Michael Vick, who's at Norfolk State, and you have Deshaun Jackson, who's at. I'm really interested. I would love if somehow they upset the Blue Hens, who have those dumb, god-awful helmets that are just a play on Michigan's helmet, winged helmets, and it doesn't look right. And you got to pick different colors if you're going to do the winged helmets than a different blue and a different yellow.
They're not even the cheapest ticket.
Well, I don't have my computer's acting slow, so I don't even. Oh, they do have it. They do have it listed here. $16 ticket. Yes, Jacksonville State at UCF is $9.
There's a bunch of $6 tickets as well from many different games. We can go out
to the Jump Around Camp Randall for $7.
Yeah. That Boston College, you can go to 6 ticket when they take on Forum. Florida Atlantic at Maryland is $6. Western Illinois at Illinois is $6. That's also on Peacock. Tarleton State and Army is $6. Tarleton State and Army.
Tarleton State and Army
is $6 as well.
Tarleton. What game on Thursday or Friday are you guys? Okay, let me re-ask the question. I know you guys are going to watch from probably 5:30 because you'll both be home by then. You'll have the game on, and you both work Friday, I assume. So you'll watch till.
Oh, dog, you got off Friday?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, dog.
So
nice.
Robert will be up. So what games, are going to be on for you guys Friday, Thursday, and Friday? Yes, we have these conversations for week 1 because they're exciting.
Well, to be honest with you, it kind of depends on if YouTube TV and Fox figures out their thing.
Robert, great transition.
That's because
and immediately jump into that. I was a middle-aged white woman today, and I went on their forum. YouTube TV, every time they have a contract dispute, has this like forum where you can provide feedback. Yeah, I was a middle-aged white woman. There were 3,000 characters allowed. I took up 2,000 characters.
No, you didn't.
I sure did. I let them know that a $2.2 trillion company fighting with a $25 billion company over, I'm sure, $1 million or something like that is just asinine. So I'm just letting everyone know I did the Lord's work for everyone out there, and I write them a strongly
she
worded
gets a sorry
letter.
mom because you put more effort into a contract dispute between a $20 million billion company and a $100 million company than you did for probably all of high school and elementary school and middle school.
Yeah. Well, hey,
2,000 more, dude. When I was in college, I was trying to figure out how
Mom
to write
should have
2,000
put
words.
college football on the line, and I would have paid attention more. That's just how it works. I'm sorry.
Dude, I am making fun of you to everyone I know about that fact that you wrote
That's fine.
2,000 words. You wrote a freaking essay.
Yeah, I sure
did.
did.
ChatGPT help you, or did you just freehand that?
No, it was mostly just rambling. Yeah,
references.
Yeah, it was mostly just rambling and calling them morons. I called them morons
at all, or
many
was it
times.
just a write and post?
Not really. I kind of just
shot from
full
the hip.
sended it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not great. All right. So let's assume, like it's going to, Robert, that they're going to have a contract with Fox. To be fair, Thursday night there was only one game on a Fox network. I guess technically
it's Big Ten. Big Ten network.
The rest are on ESPN Plus and ESPN networks. Oh, 3. I'm sorry. There were 3 games.
Yeah, but we're not going to watch any. He's not going to watch any of the Fox games anyway.
He's not
going to
watch Rutgers at Ohio at Rutgers. He's not going to. He might. To be fair,
Buffalo, Minnesota would be one to watch.
He's going to put on Buffalo, Minnesota to see if Minnesota's offense is any better than it was from last year.
It's the 8:00 slot, so it's the one before Nebraska, Cincinnati, and it is after. Well, like in between East Carolina and North Carolina State. So that would be one that I would put like in my third slot.
In your third box. Yeah.
East Carolina.
Simeon, to answer your question, if I did not have to work Friday, I would stay up for Nebraska, Cincinnati.
Okay, that one's fair. But again, you guys, Nebraska and Cincinnati, you guys are going to know exactly what both of those teams looks like the first offensive drive for Nebraska. You guys just want to see how good Dylan Raiola is this year.
Mainly I would tune in fourth quarter. Like I want to see if Nebraska can finally close games.
It's also being played at Arrowhead, so that's another thing.
That's cool.
Like is Nebraska finally going to be able to overcome their one score roadblock stop sign that they have and stop losing one score games? Because in the last 5 years, how many one-score games have they won in the last 5 years? Maybe 5,
if that.
Maybe
they've definitely lost more.
They've lost way more, but that's the intriguing storyline. If Nebraska can ever flip around and start winning close games, they'll be a serious contender late into the year in the Big Ten, for sure.
I'm reading Wikipedia.
Okay. It's like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, I want you to talk because you guys know this better, and I'm just going to poke the bear and run away.
Poke the bear and run away.
Boise State, South Florida, I think has potential to be interesting. Mainly because Boise State lost a bunch of people, but they get Byram Brown is a senior. He can spin it. He's been he was the quarterback last year when they walked into Tuscaloosa and kind of gave Alabama a headache. So South Florida, I think, is going to be this is a sneaky spot for Boise State to be. I don't even know what the over under is here. For Boise State to be 5.5 point favorites.
It's the closest game on Thursday.
That's a sneaky spot on the road in South Florida at Raymond James. That's a sneaky spot for Boise State.
Alex Gulesh. Okay, trivia time for the two. Where was he at before? South Florida. You both
no idea.
You both should.
Yeah.
He was the offensive coordinator at Tennessee. Thought you guys were going to have that on lock.
No.
Nope.
Fun fact about this guy. He was born in Moscow in the Soviet Union.
Oh,
I just wanted to share that, which was
all right. That is a fun fact.
Yeah, very, very, very fun fact. Anyway,
You know, I may have just found a leg for our parlay here.
in this
Thinking
game,
about it. Yeah, thinking about it. Boise State on the road, South
didn't
Florida.
they keep their quarterback?
Who?
Mad
Boise?
Max.
Yes, but they lost. They lost their Ashton Genty. I don't know why I
Sure,
can't think anymore.
But you act like he was everything for them.
He was everything for them.
He's counting.
I mean, they went 6-6 last year, South Florida. So, I mean, just a sneaky spot. They had a 3-game losing streak kind of in September into October last year. And then they won 4 out of their last 6 games. That include, technically 5 out of their last 7 games because they won their bowl game. So they closed the season real strong. I just think it's a sneaky spot for Boise State. That's all I'm saying. That's all he's saying. Friday, though, Colorado, Georgia Tech. And then if I'm able to watch it, Auburn, Baylor on Fox.
Not Central Michigan at San Jose State?
Not Central Michigan at San Jose State.
Darn.
I'm definitely, you know who I'm definitely not watching? Western Illinois at Illinois because that's on Peacock.
No Beluth Cookman at Florida International?
No.
Robert,
I'm
what
good
are
with
your Friday night games?
My Friday. Oh, I just got it. Hold on, let me scroll here. Friday, I am what we got? Georgia Tech, Colorado shouldn't be too bad. That should be a pretty decent.
That one interests me.
To see if Colorado has a run game, because that's always important. B, if the defensive line is better because with Warren Sapp being there. And if Georgia Tech is able to kind of, I guess, pull a stunner like they did last year.
Kings returns, yeah.
Caden Salter was tabbed as the starter today, by the way.
That kind of surprises me, but that also doesn't surprise me in the same sense.
Caden Salter is the transfer from Liberty, right?
Liberty, yeah.
Instead of the 5-star freshman.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, Micaiah's point, you go with the leader, and Dion does like his leaders and dogs, sort of situation.
Also of note in this game, Ralphie 11 has been retired to the ranch. So I would assume that.
Does that mean
Ralphie
he's dead or he's actually retired to the ranch?
Well, you know what? This is a good question. Live mascot.
I kind of thought about this, especially with like Bevo. So when Bevo goes, do you think he's just served on campus?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, you gotta serve him on campus, right?
Ralph, obviously, Texas A&M and Tennessee are not cooking up their mascots, but
yeah,
Bevo could be.
Yeah, true.
Ralphie could be.
True. Ralphie's 5-year-old buffalo nicknamed Ember will stay home on the ranch this season rather than running the field. The decision was made in best interest of Ember, who at times showed reluctance to make the traditional romp around Folsom Field. Fun fact, Ralphie's handlers, full-ride scholarships at Colorado.
Oh. Were they in like agriculture or something?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Colorado has already started training her replacement. So Ralphie, Ember was a girl. Ralphie 12, but she's not quite ready to run. So I guess they're not going to be running Ralphie this year at home games.
That's kind of sad. I'm not going to lie. Those types of traditions are the fun little traditions.
All right. Well, it's not going away forever. It's just,
But you need them
Ralphie
every year.
didn't want to run.
Okay, here's a fun fact. Okay, here's an interesting...
Homegirl didn't want to run.
Here's an interesting happens to the best of us. Here's an interesting game for you guys. It's a number 2, like week 2 for these teams. UNLV at Sam Houston. 9:30 on CBS Sports Network.
Yeah, over under 62.5.
Yeah, favored by UNLV, only favored by 10.
Rob, you smacking your chops at that over there?
No, I got one in mind.
Okay.
So.
All right.
It's actually not an over or an under. More of a
it's more of a spread. A spread situation.
Yeah.
Did you give me, Robert, your games that you're watching on Friday?
Yeah, the Georgia Tech, of course, Baylor, Auburn,
If he can get it.
pending that.
Pending the
To be honest with you, probably for the first quarter or two, Western Michigan, Michigan State.
Yeah, sure.
See if Michigan State's kind of gotten any better. If Aiden Childs is still okay, if they figured anything out. Other than that, I mean,
the more I hear about Auburn, the more the pick of Hugh Freeze most likely to be fired by week 6, the Jimbo Award. That sounds like that could be happening. The fact that he's like, yeah, we're gonna play all 3 quarterbacks. I'm like, really?
That's a disaster.
And then
disaster.
No.
You don't have that figured out by yet?
No. You want to hear what's more of a disaster? They have this many play callers. They have a guy who's going to call first down plays, who specializes it. There's a guy who's going to call third down plays. And then the head coach, Hugh Freeze, gets second and fourth down. What are we doing? Like, I understand double play caller, co-offensive coordinators. But if you're going to have to... Like, I have big question marks. It just sounds like an absolute disaster on the Plains.
Yeah, it sounds like he's trying not to get fired a little bit too hard,
Or maybe that he's trying to get fired a little too hard.
I mean, you stay at Liberty if you, I don't know why you would have gotten tons of money at Liberty, but beside the point. All right, let's go over to Saturday as we look in the slates. We got Toledo nice at Kentucky, at Kroger Field in Lexington. That should be a big game.
Everyone's so excited for that.
Old Dominion at number 20 Indiana.
Should be a barn burner.
Yeah, another really good rivalry game in Central Connecticut at UConn, 2 p.m.
Great.
In East Hartfield, Connecticut. Shout out. Nevada at Penn's number 2 Penn State. That game's on CBS, co-streaming Paramount. Penn State is only favored by 44 points.
Quick question here, because obviously Simeon's joking about this, right? The big game's at noon, Texas at Ohio 100%. State. That's on Fox.
Yeah.
Do you think part of Google's negotiation with Fox is that most people who watch college football probably have YouTube TV, and so the ratings for this game are going to plummet? Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to pay for an additional app to watch this game. I'm just going to not be able to watch it, which sucks. But, I'm not going to pay for Fox now and then toggle back and forth between apps, you know?
You could just get a pair of bunny ears. It's Fox. Fox is available publicly.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those, I guess, weird scenarios where if Fox is really going to hang their hat on saying, yeah, these college football games are going to ruin you, when not really, because ESPN practically owns when it matters. It's week 1.
Right.
Okay, so we didn't get to watch Texas and Ohio State week 1, when in theory the game matters but doesn't matter. But catch me 10 weeks from now and it's Fox doesn't even have college football on, and it's all ABC, ESPN, and ESPNU. You know what I mean?
ESPNU. I mean, you see both sides of the coin here, right? YouTube probably not going to lose a bunch of subscriptions if they do not renew with Fox, right? But Fox also has all of the advertisement money. They also have they have all the cards. So
this is definitely something people want to listen to when they tune into sports podcasts.
Hey, listen, we got the Battle of the Oranges down in Hot Atlanta, also at 12. Good 12 p.m. games, if I do have to say so. Which, I mean, I do. Also, another barn burner in Pittsburgh, Duquesne at Pittsburgh. No,
So let's.
this,
Can we dive into Texas, Ohio State a little bit?
I mean, you are the one who decided to talk about contract negotiations. What is this? The Phantom Menace?
Yeah. I don't understand that reference. So sure.
The one Star Wars fan that listens to the podcast regularly will get that.
That was. How dare you disrespect the Trade Federation like that?
And there it is.
Sure. You know what? How dare they put Jar Jar Binks on my television screen?
Negotiations. We've lost all communication.
Ohio State 2.5-point favorites, over under 47.5. Robert, which way you leaning? It really, Texas is getting a lot of hype this season because of Arch Manning, right? Number one, that's what I feel. Julian Sayin gets the nod for Ohio State, won the job. Ryan Day is assuring people. What are you feeling about Ohio State?
Well, first
Texas.
off, we got to cover the fact that it's totally official that Ohio State is the softest, team stadium ever. Because you're going to say that Dave Portnoy cannot, who is part of Big Noon Kickoff, cannot go into the stadium.
Well, they banned all of Barstool because their Barstool show isn't allowed to be on campus now either.
Which is it's kind of dumb. Well, it's really dumb. It's more than kind of. But it's just stupid because it's so you don't want for Dave, who's a huge Michigan fan, and Barstool to not talk trash about Ohio State. I mean, welcome to 2025. Good Lord, guys.
Well, isn't that what college football's all about, right?
Talking what it'll
trash,
be,
rivalries.
They're the only team to go and ban a news outlet from covering inside of a stadium. They wanted to ban flag planting because not only did Michigan do it, rightfully
wanted
so,
to outlaw it.
Yeah, but then Oklahoma did it to them when it was Baker.
Yeah.
So when Texas dog walks Ohio State's ass in Columbus, I hope Arch Manning takes the flag, plants it, looks at Ryan Day, and says, "You stay on third base, home dog. You're not going home." It's incredible.
Don't forget, they also did legislation, or they're trying to do legislation to ban noon kickoffs of top 10 matchups.
Which I get that people are hate the noon kickoff things, but no, start the day off with a bang. Big game at noon, start it off, and then follow it off at the end of the night with another banger. But Ohio State's got to get over it. They win a national championship. Good job. I hope you are sitting with your hands under your ass when Penn State wins it this year going, "Oh, well, what do we do this time?" It's incredible.
I love this. It's only taken 3 years for the actual side of Robert to actually come out on the podcast and actually go on a rant.
It's because it's stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Portnoy coming to your place changes the game. Not at all.
Not at all.
It does nothing except, you know what it does do? Puts eyes on you. If I'm the Big Noon Kickoff, I would be livid.
I'm sure that they are.
Because it's I would, as a Michigan fan, obviously you love to see Dave Portnoy go there because it's obviously going to be out of control.
Right.
But it would be like Ohio State saying, "You know what? Lee Corso can't come today. He can't come into the stadium.
Right.
Pat McAfee can't come in.
Because he might put on the Texas headgear.
Because he might put on Bevo's head.
Yeah.
And I hope Lee Corso does.
Do you think
is he retiring?
Texas actually
finally?
He is.
Okay.
He is. It is Lee Corso's last game day. Everyone knows he put on Brutus the first headgear. He's going to put on Brutus for his last headgear. It's going to be a thing. People are going to cry, and then life will move on.
I am not going to cry.
I'm not going to cry either. It will be a sentimental and
because this is 3 years in the making.
Warm moment. Yes,
should have been 3 years ago.
I agree with you. Texas, though, you actually think they're dog walking Ohio State?
I mean, it's kind of if Texas does, it's not going to surprise me.
Okay.
Just because if Arch is as good as what every Tom, Dick, and Harry that Paul Feinbaum knows, if he's half as good as this,
Yeah.
then the Ohio State's going to get blown out of the water. I don't really like them starting a freshman quarterback.
Ohio State, Julian Saban.
Yeah, especially going up against kind of like a seasoned Texas defense. But if you're gonna find out who you have, then I mean that's the way to do it. Obviously, the Ohio State's defense is going to be okay. At least get Caleb Downs.
I mean, Ohio State is one of the premier programs in college. They will always have the talent, right?
Yeah.
It's just whether or not they can come together. My thing is Sark as a play caller is a lot like Andy Reid. If you ever watch the Kansas City Chiefs in September, that is when they are the most creative with motions and shifts and misdirections and cool plays that end in big touchdowns. When Sark walked into Michigan last year, that's all. It was new plays, new motions, new shift. It confused Wink Martindale. The defense was out of sorts, and it led to a Michigan-Texas beatdown. Part of that, Michigan couldn't throw the ball forward, but I digress, and we're not going to harp on that. I think that Sark, first game, starting quarterback, who he's familiar with, because Arch Manning did start 3 games last year, there are bound to be bumps in the road. 14 players drafted from Ohio State's team last year. Whole bunch of new starters. Yes, Caleb Downs is back. Brand new quarterback. Also, brand new play caller for Ohio State in Brian Hartline now calling the plays. I think Texas walks in. I don't think it's a dog walk, but I think that they do get it done. Just because they kind of have the quote-unquote experience there on the road.
We're also going to see if Matt Patricia can call.
Yeah, that's true. A new defensive play caller. I mean, it's hard when you have new coaches, offense,
That's
defense.
why it's not surprising. Like, if Ohio State just mollywops them, there's so many things kind of against Ohio State.
Yeah.
That other than what we're used to, which is everything being for them. So, and then it wouldn't surprise me if 12 weeks down the road they meet in the playoffs and Texas beats them, or Ohio State ends up beating them.
Right.
Because at that point, everything's figured out. It's just it's definitely kudos to both teams for making this their first game.
Yeah, 100%.
That's kind of like what not only the fans wanted, but as a college football playoff committee, this is a game that you hang your hat on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Simeon, you look so perplexed, my man.
It's about the leg of the game.
Oh, okay.
That I'm gonna pick because I didn't want to just pick a layup this time.
Dude, we might need you to hit some layup. Maybe we should start hitting layups early in the season with you, bud.
I mean,
maybe.
I mean, to me, this is a layup. We'll cover it later. I'm gonna move us. I'm gonna move us to the 3:30 game. That's the only game probably worth watching at 3:30, unless you're a fan. If you're a fan of, you're loaded this weekend.
Give me Tennessee in a close win, by the way, in the Battle of the Oranges. I think Syracuse keeps that game a lot closer than people think.
I like that.
Sorry,
like Tennessee by 3. No. I like it. I like it. It's Alabama at Florida State. So Florida State, right, hit the reset button, didn't fire their coach, but brought in Gus Malzahn as the offensive coordinator to try to get something going. It's in Tallahassee. Alabama's favored by basically 2 scores, 2 tutties. And I'm wondering if this game isn't going to be closer than what we think. We got Ty Simpson coming in. I don't know who Florida State's going on. To me,
Tommy Castellano.
That's right. So
yeah,
from Boston College. Yeah,
you got a seasoned offensive coordinator. You got a seasoned quarterback who looked okay last year. I don't know. This is a good test for the Tide, and I don't feel like anybody's talking about it.
To me, if Nick Saban was coaching Alabama, I would take Alabama minus 13
Yeah.
and a half and feel the most confident
100%.
about it out of anything. Like, it would be my leg for the parlay. It has the making with all the returning starters on the Alabama defense and how well they've recruited and can develop talent, that this could be a runaway, because Florida State is just still doing this transfer thing, right? As you said, yes, a veteran play caller, yes, a veteran quarterback, but new to the system. And they're bringing in new players, and they're often and they were 2-10 last year. I think it has the makings of a close first half, but by late third quarter, it's a 17-point game, and it kind of feels like Alabama's defense has kind of taken a stranglehold on things. So I'm going to pick Alabama to win, and I think they're going to win by 2 scores. However, if I turn it on late third quarter and Florida State's keeping it close, I'd be like, great. Awesome. I get a good game at 3 o'clock heading into the dinner hour. What do you think about this game, Bob?
I think that I'm going to assume that Alabama is more than likely going to win this game.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually going to be closer, maybe 1 score, maybe less. And I think the big factor is going to be Tommy being a mobile quarterback. If Florida State uses him that way, because Alabama really struggled with a mobile quarterback, especially against when it was Diego at Vandy.
Yeah.
Like, if Tommy can get his wheels going, I mean, and he played at Boston College, so Boston College does play that, smash mouthy kind of running quarterback football. If they can get Alabama going east and west and take advantage of some mistakes, obviously they got to try and stop Ryan Williams. But it wouldn't surprise me if it's a little closer, maybe 1 score, like they win by 7, 8, 6.
They Gus Malzahn, his type of quarterback when his offenses were good at Auburn, he had Cam Newton, and then he had that Nick. Safety Nick something. He converted Marshall. Thank you. Nick Marshall, when they went to the national championship game against Florida State at Auburn, is a running quarterback who can make timely throws, right? Like, he wants to basically run a bunch of quarterback read option, triple option from the shotgun with an occasional play action in there. So he's got the right kind of quarterback. It's just how well early can things mesh for the Seminoles. But I think it's Alabama by a lot.
You think it's
2 scores?
2 scores.
2 scores.
I'm going to hold you to your 2 scores. So the 7:30 game, I think I'm not 100% sure if it's the 7:30 game on Saturday or Sunday is a bigger deal, but the 7:30 game on Saturday is Clemson LSU. This is LSU's. They've done this the past couple of years. They played a big game. First of all, obviously we have Garrett Nussmeier, who's the 4th and 1 quarterback for the year.
Yeah.
The game is in Death Valley, or Little Death Valley, as LSU likes to call it. This game interests me. This is the one game that I think I would watch for that, and Bill Belichick on Monday. Like, those are the 2 games that I'd watch.
Yeah. Simeon, to your point, I know Texas, Ohio State, that's a 1-3 matchup, right?
Yeah.
That should be the premier game. This, to me, for the Battle of Death Valley, this seems like the real 1-3 matchup to me.
This is
college
college
football. Why.
This is college football.
This seems college football. This is the epitome of college football. 2 veteran quarterbacks, 2 veteran defenses, 2 veteran head coaches. Like, it has everything you want. The Clemson defense is one of the defenses on the all 4th and 1 team. So we have the all 4th and 1 quarterback and the all 4th and 1 defense going head to head at each other at night. Clemson's a 3.5-point favorite. I'm not going to bet this game. I'm not going to touch this game at all.
Could go either way.
It could go either way. I'm going to enjoy it. However, I do think home field advantage, they're going to do a orange out, I guess. I do like Cade Klubnik and the Tigers of Clemson to get it done over LSU. New defensive play caller too, Tom Allen, is in Clemson. LSU also has a new play caller as well.
Tom Allen went from
chaos.
No, Ohio. No, he was at Penn State last year.
Penn State, right? Yeah,
but he was. Tom Herman was also not Tom. Isn't Tom Allen? Oh no, that's
Tom Herman was at
Texas, who was at
Indiana.
Texas.
Tom Herman. Yeah.
Tom Allen was at Indiana, then defensive coordinator at Penn State. So I'm going to take Clemson. I'm going to take it in a close. It's
dude's just
whoever wins this game. Close game.
I'm pretty sure.
Close win.
Robert, who do you have?
I'm going to take. You know what? I'm going to take the Tigers.
Nice. Well done.
Safe pick.
I'm actually going to go with LSU.
Okay.
I think Brian Kelly gets his first season opening win at LSU.
I'm concerned because he's putting a lot of stock into week one because he hasn't won week one, right?
Yes.
That's a big thing. Since he's been there, they haven't won week one. I'm very concerned with what happens to the program
week two.
If they not only week two, win or lose week two, but more importantly, if they lose week two, if it isn't like oh my gosh, here we go again, and people start checking out sort of deal. Because he's got the playmakers on the outside and the quarterback, and the defense hopefully can be solid enough to get things done. But
his seat is definitely warm. That's for sure. This
big
is
buyout though.
Dude, era of NIL. This is the second most expensive game to go watch in person for the lowest ticket. What is the ticket? Was 302. Most expensive ticket is of course the noon on Saturday. It's the Texas Ohio State game with all the lowest tickets around $6. There's a bunch tied and we're short on time, so I'm not gonna, name them all. Sunday, we have Sunday and Monday ball. Quick touch on Monday. Come back to Sunday.
Sorry.
You're good. Is TCU at North Carolina. This is Bill Belichick's first game. You can watch it on ESPN and ESPNU, just in case you were curious.
Come on.
Robert's going to be tuning into ESPNU. Exclusively.
Yes.
TCU sneakily won 9 games last year.
Yeah.
I think it is going to be. I think it's going to be a great game. I do like TCU though in this game. They got a returning quarterback who threw for a bunch of yards last year. Sonny Dykes' offense always throws for a bunch of yards, but there's bound to be bumps in the road along Bill Belichick's journey. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he comes out and fire and wins one at home. But I'm going to say that TCU goes on the road Monday night and gets a dub. Close win. More than 3, less than 7.
I'm going to go with North Carolina. I think Billy Boy kind of figures out. I mean, he's already develops everyone. And if there was ever a person to find random in the rough players to be successful, it's definitely him. I think North Carolina pulls this one out. Maybe by 10. We'll go 10. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go 10. It's a home game. $75. You can go check it out. I'm sure his girlfriend or wife, fiance, whoever she is, she'll be there. If she's allowed. I don't know if she's allowed. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say
she's
that
old enough. She can buy beer. She's not that young. You know what's an interesting fact? I didn't know. You guys know who his offense coordinator is?
No.
Freddie Kitchen.
Oh. Not great. Not a great start for Bill Belichick.
I thought the 2019 Cleveland Browns, wasn't that what's-his-face's best year?
Baker's
best year?
I think Baker's best year was under Kevin Stefanski.
Was it Kevin Stefanski? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
They'll be fine.
I mean,
they'll be fine. It's college football. Totally different beast.
It is a totally different beast. That is the good
Browns
news.
are just, it doesn't matter who's coaching the Browns, they're bad.
I like that brown beast behind you there on the bed, bud.
Yeah, this thing over here.
Yeah, for those of you listening to the podcast, we're talking about a dog just to be very clear about this. Guys, give the quick hits on the Notre Dame Miami again. You're both taking Miami.
Give me the Convicts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give me the U. The weather is not going to play a factor. It's at night, which kind of bums me out a little bit. It'll probably still be hot and humid, probably mid 80s. But yeah, give me all of Carson Beck's leadership, and apparently that offensive and defensive line, according to Pete Thamel, are very impressive looking. The war with Notre Dame goes on. It will continue to go on. Give me the Convicts over the Catholics.
It's going to go on.
I'm actually surprised they're not laying into that more.
I mean,
Not hearing much about it.
I don't know if
Catholics or
it's
convicts.
Is it PC?
It's not PC
Is
enough.
it PC?
Yeah, and remember Disney still owns ESPN. Notre Dame is getting 2.5 or it's giving 2.5 points. Apologies. They're down in Miami. There is a 3:00 game on Sunday. It is South Carolina, Virginia Tech, 2 dark.
Give me all of Lenore, Sellers, and Beamer Ball.
The only reason, again, another game in Atlanta. So 2 Atlanta, like Mercedes-Benz stadiums back to back.
However, they big year for Shane Beamer.
That's
why I'm
bringing it up.
They're the 5th highest in the SEC. They're ranked 13. South Carolina is. Like, now's the time. Like, and I'm not saying he's got to make the playoff and go to the SEC title game, but he's got to win 9, 10 games even.
On a potential year where Georgia's probably going to have their essentially worst team in 4 years.
That's in quotations, yes.
And Bama's not going to necessarily be as good as what they've been in the past 15 years.
If there is a time to go for the jugular, it is now. And
there's a lot of question marks in the SEC.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it. There's a lot of early question marks in the SEC. You got to jump on them.
Yeah.
Because he's a good Lenoris, I'm talking about. He's a great talent at quarterback. And the system and the coach and everything is just... Now's your opportunity to jump on it. You got to make something happen here. You're at home too. Like, if you lose this one, they're
in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. They're not in Virginia.
Yeah, they're not in Blacksburg.
Yeah, they're not in Blacksburg. Okay.
Enter Sandman will not be playing.
Yeah. Anyone staying up for Utah UCLA 11 p.m. on Fox?
Nope.
What about Colorado State at Washington?
Nope.
So Rob, those games just don't interest you, or you'll be asleep?
These are on Sunday for those listening.
I will
Saturday.
Asleep.
You'll be asleep?
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be...
To be fair...
It's a lot, and it's... The game's really... Utah UCLA would be the only one that would actually be kind of like, okay, yeah, I could watch that. Like, but I would make it halfway at the most. And then be like, damn, I gotta go to bed.
Especially when you start, like, obviously, whether you watch game day or not, or whether you're in and out for game day, right? You're starting to sort of watch stuff at 9 a.m.
Yeah, it's a lot.
When 11 p.m. rolls around and you just got on, I'm just going to hope and guess, a thriller between LSU and Clemson. Now you got to come all the way back down to the first quarter again of UCLA. You're telling me Utah. I'm just like, I got to get up for this.
Who was the Iamaliava?
Oh, dude, you got it. How do you get the hardest name in the book, but you can't get Devontae Smith right?
Go Birds. Go Birds. All right. Makai, did you pick a game for the fans?
Yes, I do. It is... Okay, so we're making it a little simple.
We're doubling it. Double or nothing. So we're giving away $10.
One person entered last year. Sorry, Mom, you got it wrong.
Last week,
not last year. So we are doing a week 1 giveaway. We doubled it and gave it to the next guy. So this is a $10 giveaway. It is Clemson. It is LSU.
Oh, you didn't even pick a small game?
Nope. We're going full bore.
So,
and by the way, the drop down will say Clemson or LSU. So
yes, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's very good.
Shut up, Robert.
Like, finally.
So, what is the proverbial plan if, I don't know, someone doesn't get it right this time?
It's $15.
So are we going Are we still doubling it?
No,
Because
it's-
eventually by week 10, I mean, we're looking at
We're not doubling
quite
it.
a chunk of change on one game.
So it's $5 every week. So it's just we're gonna keep adding $5
Adding
to
$5
it if
to
someone
it.
doesn't get
and
it.
then it's a reset. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
All
just
right.
So if
doubling
we're
it.
at
to-
week
hey,
4,
Just making sure.
it's a great question.
Yeah.
It's a great question.
See, there's a
with
part of me
great
who's just like,
clarification.
do I just write the check at the end of the season for $1,000
Oh,
or whatever?
you
it
have
would
to choose between Michigan and Ohio State for $2,000.
Yeah, imagine that.
Hey, we'd have some
Imagine
listeners, that's for sure.
Yeah, so the drop down. So the link will be provided both in the description of the Spotify and the YouTube
Yep.
comments. So go there. It takes you to Google. It has all the rules there. Got to have a PayPal account. Got to enter your email associated with the PayPal account. Got to pick the correct winner as well. But $10 on the line. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Thank you for the new listener this week. We're up to 85.
Shout out subscribers on YouTube.
So, subscribers on YouTube. We got a bunch more on Spotify. So,
shout
thank
out.
you for
Shout out to
thank
the
you,
Spotify
everyone.
listeners. If you're on Spotify,
Thank you, everyone,
Apple
for
Podcasts,
listening.
wherever you're at, thank you for listening. All right.
Go follow us on Instagram, 4th and 1 Podcast, TikTok, 4th and 1 Pod. I don't even know what we're doing.
My wife's
so
eyes glaring at me through the walls because she's
Oh,
still
boy.
with my son and we've been over an hour. So let's go to
Yo,
the
we
leg.
got-
Listen, if you guys made the bets that we gave you last week, you made money. We hit all 3 by a comfortable margin, I would say. I think. I don't know about the other 2.
it was a little hit and miss there,
Okay.
both for Robert and for you, bud.
What are you talking about?
Western Kentucky was down 14 at one point.
Sure they were, but then they just fling the bean around and then they won because they're Western Kentucky and they just throw the ball. I don't think if the ball is on the ground, like if someone's holding the ball in their hands and running, Western Kentucky's like, ew, no. You throw
Brother,
the ball. Yeah, you
ew.
throw the ball in Western Kentucky. You throw the ball in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay, I'm gonna go first because Robert sensed my perplexion, which I understand, and I'm getting this number off ESPN bets. So if it's different someplace else, it's Tulane at home. So in Ullman, in New Orleans, Tulane at home, second-year coach. They have BY Jew, the fighting Jew, who transferred in because he looked at a girl, and they're playing Northwestern, and they're only getting 4.5 points as favorites.
New quarterback, where's number 47?
New quarterback, where's number 47? On a good team, yeah, you lost your running back, but you transferred in. I looked it up, like 3 more. So there's got to be at least another guy who can run the ball. I'm not worried about it. They also transferred in 2 other quarterbacks. So I'm going to take the minus Tulane minus 4.5. Not just Tulane straight up, but I'm going to take the minus 4.5. Unless it gets you worse odds, then take Tulane straight up. But in this
Wow.
case, Tulane.
So you like Tulane to win by more than
for us. I'm telling the users,
Okay. All right.
I'm telling the people what to do for their pocketbooks. I'm saying for us,
The
we are
people.
taking Tulane minus 4.5.
Okay. Rob, go ahead.
I am going to take the Michigan-New Mexico game,
Okay.
and I am taking New Mexico plus 34.5.
Why?
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say
That-
as soon as you
that-
picked it.
That was
Yes.
my original. I came with a
Yes.
couple, so that
You guys are
that's
so,
a good
like
one.
I get why it's like I get it, but also that's too large of a number.
Oh, 33-7, final score.
Dude, it could be 40-10. So New
Yeah.
Mexico technically
You're
covers.
relying-
We're gonna give.
On New Mexico to do something, guys. New Mexico. This isn't
it could be-
UNLV.
it could be-
This isn't Fresno State. This isn't New Mexico State. This is New Mexico. Do you guys even know what the mascot of New Mexico is?
Mexico. It's a Lobo.
Wow, he actually knew that. Which is a which is a wolf, basically, coyote. Like, do you know where New Mexico is
Listen.
located? The University of New Mexico.
Listen,
Albuquerque.
It's not, yeah.
Isn't that where New Mexico State's located? The fact
I
that
have no
neither of
idea.
you know the answer to that proves my point. It's New Mexico.
No. So
Pick a different blowout game.
no, because Michigan plays the bad teams in the beginning of the season, and they're always down
get
7-0 early because we get the ball. We're like, yes, let's go, get pumped, and then we go 3 and out, and
For
we're like
4 straight.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
And then they score, and we're like, great, here we go again.
Right.
And then from then on out, it's just score, and it's like a 33-7 win.
We start having PTSD to Appalachian State in 2007 because it's
Mackay
like,
is yelling,
Yeah.
his dog is panting.
yeah.
Listen, if you lose the bet because
Mhm.
of this, I'm going to give the fattest I told you so on the next podcast. And there will be swearing. Micaiah, what do you got for us?
All right, so listen, Texas pulling the upset to win outright, that was tempting me a lot, right? That was tempting me a lot. I'm also going to dip into the bag of blowout land, and I'm going to go with an over-under that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to, and that is the University of Albany at the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Ooh. See, Robert, this is what you could have picked. You could have picked this game.
I am going to go with the over-under and hit the under of 50.5.
Micaiah.
See, Robert, this is what you do. This is the blowout.
What's wrong? You take the under there.
Why wouldn't I take the under? Iowa's defense is great. Albany, you've never heard of them. They probably suck. Iowa, I do not trust their offense.
We don't take layups, Simeon.
Yeah, both of these are in theory.
I do not trust Iowa's offense
in
still
theory,
to be able to put up.
good
It could be
picks.
45-0. 45
But
to
you're
nothing.
trying to flex a little bit too hard for the point of the of the segment.
How is that trying to flex?
You pick
It's
games that make the people money. You don't pick games that might lose. You pick things like Tulane -4.5.
I don't think Tulane minus 4.5.
I hope Tulane loses now.
Tulane might
To
lose.
Northwestern, a team that's playing on the lake in a lacrosse stadium.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, when push comes to shove and we're sitting here next Tuesday and you're like, hey, Tulane lost to Northwestern, and I'd be like, hey, it was a 34-7 win for Michigan. Iowa won 45-7 because they
that would be the over, Robert.
That would be the over. We took the under. 42-7. 42-7. There you go.
Oh, I was going to let him finish. It's a long outro.
Robert just stops talking.
He's just like, no.
Wash your hands, you filthy animals.
Good luck with your bets. You're going to need them.